Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. This is Connor from Futures Analytica. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas with your families, and I just hope you had a wonderful, prosperous holiday season. We're just going to be jumping right into the trading day here. I'm going to be arming it both inside of trend because we're not inside of a range yet. Once we get more information on what's happening, or if we dip down to this 1774 level here at that red bar, we will likely switch it into regression just because of that previous choppy zone. Of course, that depends on what kind of price movement and delta readings we get on in the meantime. Looks like the market is moving a little bit slower today. I am going to be changing our ATM strategy to be a take profit of only 14 ticks for today. We're leaving our stop loss at 16. That's just because we're moving a little bit slower. You can see that the adjustment you're going to make there isn't necessarily one that's required, but it's one that you're going to want to do if you want to optimize every single bit of information that you can. We're just doing that just based off of how fast the market is currently moving. You can quantify that however you like, but I do see that is very, very easy. Did get a question here. Someone is asking if that they're interested in buying, but you're not sure if Canadians can use NinjaTrader. As it says, NinjaTrader's brokers don't allow Canadians. So although the NinjaTrader brokerage itself may not allow Canadians, you can use interactive brokers and connect it very easily to NinjaTrader. So that is a very common workaround that we see with a lot of our Canadian customers. And this user asked if they will be able to use this even if they are new with footprint charts. And they're asking if our guide includes all the steps to set up when you have basic footprint chart knowledge. Yes, absolutely. The fact you have any footprint chart experience at all is going to help you a lot. Our guidebook does include a full comprehensive guide on how to use the software, and we have an installation video to detail exactly how to install the software as well and set it up. Also, guys, I do have a new release coming out very soon. This is going to actually enable the parameter optimization. I'm sorry, the on-the-go parameter optimization. I can't believe that I'm forgetting the actual name of it now, but it's the current grayed out option in the machine learning update. This does not include the automatic trend and regression selection yet. That will be in a future release, but the latest production release will include the on-the-fly training. You can see here we're definitely in a very slow market. That's what we get when we start later, but that's just how it is. Hey guys, just testing my mic here. I hope this is some better audio quality. See here, market is moving very, very slow, and machine learning did recognize that, and it's optimized our settings to be very, very insensitive. So it's keeping us out of this zone where it sees that regardless of what direction it enters, there's a very low probability of us winning that trade. anyone's wondering how that's possible, that you'd have a low probability regardless of the direction of entry at this point, it would be because of our automatic stop chase that can lead to, during areas of low volatility, for there to be low win rate if the market is barely moving. You can see here that market hasn't even moved out of this range in the past 2 minutes, so that's unfortunate. But out of this range bar is what I meant to say. So the on-the-fly training option is the new option to where you can actually train the model as you trade. So usually you have to stop trading before you train the model to switch into optimized settings mode when you're actually trading. But this one will allow you to just trade normally, and it's going to train the model continuously. So you don't actually have to retrain the model ever. If you do take a long break from trading, you'll need to go back in and just click train the model. It's a very simple process. But other than that, if you just are continuously trading, you just want to keep that option on, and it will continuously learn from new market data. This user is asking, how do you enable the green and red lines, not the reverse straight line? So that's going to be in the AC4 Plus settings, and those are in the description if you want to mirror what I'm seeing here. Looks like here we're going to do a preemptive switch into regression mode at this point. We did have a divergence at 847 there, and we've had relatively small market movement at this green RSI there. If we bypass down here and we get a long short movement, we're going, sorry, not a long short movement, a large short movement, we are going to switch it back into trend. So this may not be a long-term decision. This is just something that we want to do preemptively to see if we can get into a trade. Also, this new update will eliminate optimization extremes. So if you have a trained model that may not be using the default model, you may encounter an issue where the settings become optimized to a point where it's going to try and enter you very, very, very frequently. This new update is going to cap and minimize or set a clamp on both the maximum and minimum values that the settings can be optimized to. So that is going to fix that issue. Hey there. Thank you for wishing me a nice Christmas. It was wonderful. And yes, this link still does work for questions. So this user is asking, does it learn from my manual trading or will it learn from its own mistakes / etc.? So this will learn from the mistakes that you're making when you are trading, however small or large they are, and it's going to try and optimize against whatever's happening. Currently, it's not learning from your behavior at all, and it's not trying to optimize against your behavior to optimize for success. But after this update, it's going to now optimize based off of your trading behavior rather than just the indicators you add. A little bit unfortunate here that we started a little bit late, not getting this volatility that we need. We do have the correct mode selection at this point, but we're just not we're just not getting it correct in terms of volatility. So that's unfortunate. Update's going to be coming out, I believe, on Friday. It would be really sad if this was our first stream where we didn't get entered into any trades. If anyone's asking why we didn't get triggered into a long trade there, is that currently our settings, based off of what Polarity is optimized for us, are very, very insensitive. It's keeping us out of trades because if we got into a long trade there, it was very likely that we were going to lose it. Just because we're not seeing enough movement to even reach our profit target with the level of volatility we're seeing. Oh, there we go. There's our first trade of the day. Gonna be rearming it. Man, it would be nice if we could get filled on this one. There we go. First one of the day on the first trade of the day. I think we're like 20 minutes in by now. This user just asked, do I need to keep switching my settings every day with the Polarity bot, and would you receive settings on what you use and what days to use? To answer your first question, no, you don't. With the heuristic parameter optimization button, it's going to optimize the settings every day for you, so you don't have to touch those anymore. And with number 2, would you receive settings on what you use and what days to use? My settings are in the description if you're wondering, and of course what days to use, that's just up to you. There aren't any good days or bad days with Polarity. It's just if volatility is good that day, you're going to get into more trades, and if volatility is bad that day, you're going to enter less trades. That's just how that is. You can trade it during any time of day, even during the midnight session. During the midnight session, you're just not going to get into that many opportunities to fill. Probably less than 4 over the whole session, but if you trade during the high volatility times like market open, you'll get more than 40. All right, here we're going to be switching it right into trend mode after this breakout. Hopefully we can see some downward movement, at least at a relatively high velocity. But if we re-enter that range, we're going to switch it back into regression. You can see here that we've re-entered the range, so we're going to be switching it into regression mode. Could be that I spoke too soon, but we'll see. Guys, we're unfortunately probably going to have to call it here. Looks like volatility has not picked up at all since we've continued trading. And it's just unlikely that we're going to get into another trade. We're pretty okay with ending the day green there at 370. Obviously, it's not even close to our profit target, but sometimes you just got to take what the market can give you, and it didn't have much to give today. But that does mean that I am going to be giving you guys a stream tomorrow. I do want to deliver you guys an actually entertaining stream where you can actually learn something, as there weren't really that many mode switches today. So I'm sorry about that. There wasn't that much commentary for me to give because the market wasn't doing anything. But sometimes that's just how it is. I guess that's one of the big advantages of having an automated strategy, is that with a manual strategy there, you might have gotten tripped out by that low volatility and you may have entered in a zone where you probably shouldn't have. But thanks guys so much for tuning in, and be sure to stop by tomorrow for our next stream. I'm going to be doing it at a little bit of a different time of day just so we can get into some pretty quick trades. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again, and have a happy new year.